Claude and Hilda? A rank?
Hey, Claude.
Oh,
Hi, Hilda.
What's up?
Don't ask. It's just been one meeting after another lately, and they all drag on forever.
We still doing these roundtable meetings?
What, bored of them already? Can't say I disagree with you there. But we've taken the Alliance in a brand new direction as the Leicester Federation. Of course, not everything has to change, but the things that do need to get decided soon. So it's only natural we have so many meetings, right?
I know. But if you ask me, these are more of a hassle than any round table ever was.
What, are they triangle tables? Oh no.
Honestly, Claude, I never thought you'd end up as our king. It's kind of weird, you know?
Well, I had a lot of opinions coming at me from all different directions. And this ended up being the solution I came up with. Hard times like these call for more than the Round Table was ever capable of. We need a fierce leader willing to face the world.
I get what you're going for, but having that leader be a king, I don't know, it makes me uncomfortable.
I get it. But trust me, everything I'm doing right now is what needs to be done.
Hey, Claude, is this really what you wanted? To be the king of Leicester? You always struck me as the kind of guy who went wherever the wind took him. A free spirit. Someone who would find someone else to lead and nag them into taking the job. But right now, I get the feeling that your role and everything that comes with it are keeping you tied down.
No, I wanted to rule. I'm sure of that.
You just wanted to rule Elmira.
But I didn't realize that's how you saw me.
Claude, you're not alone. We're here for you. Yet off you went, taking the throne all by yourself. Were we just getting in your way?
Of course not. It's honestly because I have you all that I was able to make that decision. I know I'd never be standing where I am now without the support each and every one of you has given me.
If that's true, then you shouldn't be so afraid to ask us for help. I'm more reliable than I look, you know.
Right. I'll be sure to take you up on that, Hilda. I mean, I did think I was already doing it, but I guess it wasn't enough.
Oh, definitely not. You've got a lot to learn from me, Claude. I'm practically an expert at relying on people for help.
Nobody tops you in that regard, that's for sure. I'd be honored to have you as my teacher.
Indeed. Okay, anyways, paralogue. So S ranking this gets me Elmira Wyvern Company, which is a high ranking axe battalion, it looks like. This is called Coming Clean. So I guess he's gonna tell everyone that he's from Elmira.
Alright, I think we've done as much as we can today. Let's rest up and prepare for the next battle.
Well, this is new. You're not usually the one suggesting we take time off.
That's because there's been too much to do lately. I haven't had the chance to showcase my natural laziness.
Come on, I don't think there's a lazy bone in your body. You really should take more time for yourself, Claude.
I'll consider it.
Your Majesty, an urgent message has arrived from Deirdre.
Uh-oh. This can't be good.
The city is being attacked by the Almiran Navy, and they're calling for any aid we can provide.
What?
He's like, what? It must be imposters. I mean, yeah, didn't this happen in Three Houses? There was a whole mission about pirates pretending to be Almirans attacking Deirdre.
This can't be the Almirans. We just got done kicking them up and down the battlefield.
I agree. These are most likely pirates who have assumed their name.
Either way, they've got to have a pretty sizable force if they can attack an entire city. We should send any units that are ready to mobilize. Who do we have?
My army can't spare much at the moment. To be honest, we're always a bit undermanned. Still, we might be able to send a couple of folks. How about me?
Just send
Judith?
Lysithea.
You? But you're the leader of the entire army.
Well aware of that, thanks. But as luck would have it, we've got a bit of time before our next battle. Besides, Judith and I know the terrain, which means we've got the best chance at ending things quickly.
Going back to Deirdre will be a stroll in the park for the two of us.
Still, I wouldn't say no to a seasoned mercenary tagging along. Eh? Eh?
I get it, you want to take Byleth. Oh, I can suggest Leonie and Shamir. Well, Shamir kind of fits seasoned, right?
How about Shamir?
Yeah, I've already got her doing something else. I was thinking someone more like you. Literally you, actually.
Oh.
And here I was looking forward to a little time off.
Well, seeing as the king himself is making the time, how about you buck up and do the same?
Yes, ma'am. Of course, ma'am.
Glad that's settled. Let's go.
Defend the town. Cannot let defense points be captured. Okay. I don't have any other units I can bring? No? Okay. I can't swap them. No. Okay. We got 10-minute completion time, 1,200 kills to make. Let's go.
Yep, those are pirates, all right. They sure made a mess of the place. Time to sweep it clean.
Beat the pirates, prevent the defense points from falling.
Bring it down!
Okay.
Come on and hand over all your valuables.
Here, let's try out this.
Don't fancy getting dragged back to Elmira, that is.
Still keeping up the act, What if a real Almiran party?
What these sea dogs lack in skill, they make up for in sheer numbers. If we're not careful, they could easily overwhelm us.
Okay. Let's run around here and kill this guy. Oh, give me this base.
Folks are clearly as scared of Almirans as ever. Otherwise, intimidation tactics like these would never work.
A sad truth for most, I'm afraid. Why, until I met Nadir, I thought all Almirans were savage, bloodthirsty beasts.
Okay, Claude killed the pirate. Is this guy moving? Let's take him out. He's just backing up slowly. Where can I go with this now? I can just
These
zoom.
pirates aren't so tough once you get them on shore. Still, I bet there's more where that came from.
More of them, is it? Let's knuckle down and put them in their place.
Your Majesty, pirates are raiding the harbor storehouse and plundering the goods inside.
Well, that sounds bad for business. We better get across the bridge and put a stop to it.
Where was that at? Over there? Okay. Well, I gotta kill these other guys.
You know, if Fodlan just looked outward a little more, our opinion of Elmira might change for the better.
Hey,
Easy,
come here, you.
Your Majesty. I know you're friends with Nadir, but that doesn't mean we should start siding with his people.
Shall we begin our attack?
Okay. Over here. Hopefully Claude's doing well over there.
They
split up. Now's our chance to raid the city and harbor at the same time.
Oh, how rude.
Out of the way!
We're too short-handed to deal with them all. If only we brought more soldiers.
I need to go back and deal with them. Can I open this?
You didn't call for me, kiddo, but I'm answering the bell anyway.
Oh, no, there's here.
What are you doing here?
I need a bridge here.
Stand by and let a bunch of pirates drag Elmira's good name through the mud.
Let me just warp over here. I'll deal with this guy.
This so-called Elmiran Navy is a joke. Nothing but cowards and cravens as far as the eye can see.
Well, they've certainly got nothing on you. Feel free to relieve as many as you like of their duties.
Okay, zippity doop.
It's as good as ours!
Alright, they're taken care of. Let's just zip over here. Zoom, zoom, zoom. How do I get to where these guys are? Oh, they're in like a base around the corner. Where did Dare even go? Didn't he show up to help? Oh, there he is. Well, let's hop over here and kill all these guys. There we go.
Did you see that, kiddo? I kicked all those pathetic pirates right out of the
And
harbor.
he didn't do anything.
Oh,
Heck.
they didn't get away with any of the goods? I really owe you one, Adair. Well, another one, actually.
Durability.
On to the next one.
Nicely done.
Uh-oh. That one's an Elmiran for true.
And not just any
This is Elmiran for true.
I'm the one and only, Adair the Undefeated.
Well, he's certainly enjoying himself. I'd better dig deep or he's gonna steal all the fun.
Okay, held the defense point.
That takes care of the pirate invasion.
A bit more trouble than I expected, but we got through it all right.
Looks like the pirate leader is camped just outside the city.
Then let's deal with them and finish this. All units, move out.
Okay. Head over there. Die. Okay, I'm just gonna leave this base, Captain. Go this way. Okay. Okay. This is a stronghold to activate the fire orbs. Okay. Did that.
Let's try this.
I guess Claude can go seize that one. I'll come over here.
May, Your Majesty, I've been wondering if you have some special attachment to Elmira.
Lester fought against Elmira for years, so I've grown to know them. That's all.
Oh, is that so?
You must think I'm pretty dim if you expect me to believe that.
It was worth a shot, but all right, I get it. Let's talk about it after we deal with the trouble here. All right, take it down.
Hey, kiddo. Don't you think it's about time you told her the truth?
Yeah, I've been intending to for a while now. She's not the type you can hide things from for very long anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's an even stronger version there. I am very low on time.
No problem, I got it.
Hurry up and die.
That's it. Keep it up until you've overwhelmed them.
Bonk. Explode all them.
Take a breather.
Oh, I'm not gonna get the 1,200 kills.
Ha! Let this be a lesson to all imposters. You have to get up pretty early in the morning to fool in Elmiran.
I think we can leave the rest of this to the people of the city. Time to be going. Nice work, everyone. Deirdre and the harbor are both safe now.
We'd have been toast if Nadir didn't show up.
You've
Nah,
got a
we
long
would've
way to
still
go
slaughtered
when
all of them.
third-rate crooks like that are giving you trouble.
In our defense, we'd have been fine if we could have brought a few more soldiers along.
I don't know, kiddo. You're good at the whole confidence side of things, but not so hot when it comes to actually sealing the deal.
A man who
What?
calls himself Nadir the Undefeated says I'm overconfident? That's rich.
Ugh, cut it out, you two. This friendly banter is going to make me sick if you keep it up. You clearly know each other better than you're letting on.
Say, kiddo, maybe now's the time to, you know.
Silencer and no, I'm just kidding.
Ah, right. Actually, Judith, this is probably a good opportunity for me to come clean about something.
I'm waiting.
My mother is in Elmira, and has been for the last 20 years.
Lady Tiana. Huh. Well, that's a bit unexpected, but not altogether surprising.
That's where I was born, Elmira. And my father, he's the king.
Wait.
Yep.
So that makes you an Elmiran prince?
I am. Sorry I didn't tell you before.
Well, this certainly isn't something I expected to hear today. Still, I imagine it's not easy to bring up. So what's your deal? You don't seem surprised by this at all.
I mean, you know, I learned all this in another lifetime. You know, let's just play along. Might as well.
Hey, I'm still trying to put all the pieces together. I could tell Shahid was close to Claude somehow when we were fighting him, but...
Wait, Shahid was a prince too, right? Which would have made him your brother.
Judith's face.
Different mothers, but yeah, he was my older brother. I didn't want to fight him, I really didn't. But, well, for the sake of both Fodlan and Elmira, he had to be dealt with.
Yeah, he was a jackass anyway.
Your brother thought he was doing right by Elmira, in his own way. There's always been unrest in the royal family. Everyone fighting over the right of succession. But that man would have been a terrible king. His lust for power just consumed him.
So does this mean my little Claude is going to return to Elmira and seize the throne one day?
I don't know. For right now, I'm more concerned about my duties as King of the Federation. Eventually, I plan to tell everyone about where I came from. But for now, keep it to yourself. I don't want to make things more complicated than they need to be.
Yeah, imagine being the king of two different nations.
I won't tell a soul so long as you answer me one question. Have you ever sought to deceive us? Either as the leader of the Alliance or as king?
Never. Lester and Fodlan are my home, and I intend to fight for everyone who lives here. So, do you trust me?
I do, little Claude. Or your majesty, I should say. Just don't let me down.
I won't, Judith. And thanks.
Oh, also Shez. Says Gerald.
Oh, hey. You fishing too?
No.
Yeah,
I hate fishing.
Ease up, kid. We're on the same side now, remember?
I know. Guess I'm just not used to it yet.
We're not getting paid to kill each other anymore. We can just sit here like normal folks and catch some fish.
In what water
You're
exactly?
a mercenary, right? For us, there's no such thing as friends or foes once that contract's paid.
Yeah, I know that too. You, don't remember me, do you?
Should I?
I used to run with Burling's mercenaries.
Burling. Ah, yes. That woman was an army unto herself.
Yeah, but you and your company wiped us out. My captain, my comrades, every last one of them died in that battle.
So that's what this is about. You have a grudge against me?
Well, it's not you in particular.
No, I don't. Wouldn't be much of a merc if I held a grudge against everyone I fought. But it was tough at the time. I really liked that scruffy crew. All of us got along, even the captain. They were the best group I'd ever been with. After what happened, I made myself a promise. I was gonna get stronger, and someday I would defeat you and the Ashen Demon.
But we're allies now, so you're gonna have to let that go, huh?
Well, I don't know. Maybe once this war is over, you know, the contract has been paid, so to speak.
Looks like it. But you know, part of me is relieved. I don't think I could have beaten the Ashen Demon anyway.
Hey now, what about me? Or are you saying you could take me?
Oh, no, unless I try.
Let's go.
By the way,
Try right now.
for a regular guy just catching some fish, you haven't even got your hook on.
Yeah, well, these old mitts aren't exactly made for tying tiny knots.
Give it here. I'll do it.
Not half bad, kid. Thanks.
People call you a legendary mercenary, but you're a lot less dexterous than I imagined.
Legendary is what they call dead people. I'm still alive and kicking, you know. Hey, and about what happened with Burling. I'm sorry. The whole thing was just two minor lords trying to get the better of each other. If Burling hadn't come for us, we could have avoided all the bloodshed. But she came roaring in, yelling that she would take us down and make a name for herself.
I think she did do that, yes.
My kid couldn't afford to hold back at that point. I know that doesn't make it better, but I hope it helps.
What's done is done. You were just doing your job. I know that.
Invasion of the Northern Kingdom. The Federation army makes landfall in Kingdom territory and you set off for Ferdiad at once. However, an enemy stronghold stands between you and your goal. Unexplored surveying spots? Oh, that's just the one with the spices that I don't have. Okay, let's go.
Hey, Nadir, you see that fortress over there? You think there's any way we could slip past it instead of trying to take it?
I wouldn't recommend it, kiddo. You know they'd just get us from behind if we tried.
Yeah, you're probably right. Come to think of it, what are you even doing here? I don't remember requesting extra muscle.
Ah, don't be like that. I gotta find a souvenir to bring back, since I borrowed all those ships.
What kind of souvenir are you hoping to find in Faerghus?
In case it had escaped your notice, Nadir, the Federation army strictly forbids plundering enemy territory.
Is that so? Well, if I can't get any actual souvenirs,
Just buy one.
I better have some rip-roaring stories to share when I get home.
If we manage to topple Ferdiad, I can guarantee it'll be the rip-roaringest story you'll ever tell.
Nice.
But before we get there, I guess we'll need to do something about that fortress.
I'm sure the king is well aware by now that we're advancing towards Ferdiad, and you should know that the lord of this territory, Duke Fraldarius, is also called the Shield of Faerghus.
Wait a second. Didn't one of our old classmates become the Duke of Fraldarius? You know, that one guy, Sylvain, I think.
No, Sylvain is with Gautier, not Fraldarius.
It was Felix. There's also a chance his father, the former Duke, will be here as well.
And of course, there will be plenty of soldiers inside that fort. We will need to proceed with utmost caution.
I could practically hear your teeth chattering, Lawrence. Don't worry, I'll protect you.
I am perfectly capable of protecting myself, thank you. You just focus on your job and leave me to mine.
We need to be ready for anything here. We're going all out this time, folks, so spare no effort.
Okay. Defeat the Kingdom Army. Defeat condition is combat engineer is routed. Okay, so we got stuff. We can persuade Ash. That takes half my points. I don't really care about Ash, so I might not do that. I mean, what else do we got? Begin the battle with allied strongholds stocked with healing items. Slightly weaken the enemy for a period of time by demoralizing them. Start a battle. Summon a mounted unit to engage the enemy. Reinforcements will deploy periodically. Summon guards to defend combat engineers or bolster the combat engineer numbers, reducing the time needed to rig explosives. Interesting. You know what? I'll put it on. We'll go with this, and then go with the mounted surge. Yeah, we'll go with mounted surge. Alright, let's go.
A head-on assault would work as well as trying to break a boulder with our skulls. We can't exhaust our troops before we hit the capital. So we're going to blast open the gates and take them by storm before they have a chance to react. First, we'll need to secure the surrounding area to create a path to the gate for our combat engineers.
Use the surrounding strongholds, secure path for combat engineers. Okay. Come here, you. Ah.
Let's take them by storm. All right, take it down.
Explode you. Here, have some balls. Blam.
We've almost got the area secure. But how are we going to blast open the gates?
Fire magic and barrels of alcohol. The force from the blast should... well, I won't spoil the surprise.
Oh, I meant to take off Meyer. Oh well. Here, have some Meyer.
Now we should be able to proceed to the front gate without issue.
Excellent. Engineers, do your thing. Everyone else, guard them while they work.
Okay, engineers advancing.
The Federation is plotting something. We'll put an end to that. It's time for our ambush.
A fine choice.
I figured they wouldn't just sit back and watch. Defend our engineers at all costs.
Come on, engineers.
Troops on standby are to support the engineers. They must finish their preparations as quickly as possible.
I'll take that.
Whatever their scheme is, we can't let them do it. Open the east and west gates, and clear away the enemy from the front.
The gates
There,
to the
go
right
get 'em.
and left have opened. All who are able, fight your way inside and run riot!
Let's use the strongholds. Yeah, they're all just running right past them. Okay.
They're almost ready.
And they're really just rushing over here.
If the enemy gets too close, they won't be able to set everything up. We need to take down the surrounding enemies now.
Let's awaken.
Let's take it down at once.
There. Get in my critical rush.
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
Get blasted.
There should be fewer enemies targeting the engineers.
Turn my awakening off. Oh, there's more guys.
Ready, are you? Grovel at my feet.
Just blast them. Okay, you guys aren't dead yet. What's some more lightning?
Talk about flashy. You blew that massive gate wide open.
Die to
This
balls.
was everything I'd hoped it'd be. But it looks like there's another gate ahead.
Take this.
Troops who aided the engineers can now rejoin the battle.
I won't let you take another step
Can you
into
stop
Faerghus.
spawning tornadoes behind you, please? Oh, there's Ash.
I'd like to avoid killing him if we can.
Okay, Ash.
I will fulfill my duty.
Was he a
as
bow knight?
Prepare yourself. I'm fighting for His Majesty. I can't lose now.
Ready, are you?
You're strong. I don't know if I can beat you on my own.
Holy rays of death.
Ash, Dimitri wouldn't want you to die. If you care for him, you'll surrender.
What?
I
What kind of a way to make someone surrender is that?
give up.
If you care about your leader, you'll fucking surrender to us and join our army instead.
Engineers.
Okay.
I'm going out there. I don't have it in me to stand by and watch.
Oh boy. Felix is coming. Is this him back here? Okay. Defeat Felix.
Cannot let them destroy another gate. Take out the engineers.
Give me you. Constant, stay here. Oh, there's some more guys. Okay, hold on. You go seize.
More enemies? We have to stop them.
Yeah.
I see no
Oh,
reason
here's
to
Felix.
spare invaders who force their way into our home.
All right, take it down.
Felix, I have like endless combos. You don't want to mess with me.
The enemy is preventing the engineers from working. We must do something immediately.
Is this it?
Goodbye, Felix. Okay. Still fighting dudes out here? Hey, back off. Okay, I'll go capture this.
You weren't ready for me.
Okay, that's good.
They won't make it in time. Hurry.
Not much longer now. Defend the engineers.
Oh, there's another dude here. Where are you going? Did I say you could come over here? Give me that. Okay. There, that's captured.
We're safe now.
Alright, next door is open.
Splendid. We are able to invade the fortress. Now
Where am
it's
I?
but a simple matter of overwhelming them with
Numeric what?
My turn.
Give me Shez.
Reinforcements are on their way. Protect the Duke and Lord Rodrigue until they get here. It's time to swoop
More soldiers
in and
have appeared.
take the stronghold. Advance.
Defeat these soldiers, okay. Died.
It is an honor to die for Faerghus. Fool! What is the point if you don't survive the battle?
Oh, Felix didn't die. Okay.
Lord Felix, I leave the rest to you.
I've got you now.
Blam. Alright.
Hear me!
I killed all of them.
We will all make it through this and achieve victory together.
Did I get the key? What's this? Accessory,
Cleared
okay.
out most of them. Not much left to.
Who am I on?
Our comrades
It just
fought
says.
too bravely for us to stand idly by.
I'd hoped to hold out until reinforcements arrive.
Okay, hold on. Hilda.
Yeah, let's do this.
Seize.
Don't worry, I will.
They forced my hand. Time to dive into the fray.
Okay, Felix and Rodrigue. Oh, hello, Felix.
Let's take him by storm.
I must heal him quickly.
It's a priest. Okay.
All right.
Fails good against you.
Nothing these muscles can't do.
Where's Constance?
Just do as I plan.
Go attack that guy.
Take it from here.
Are you all right?
Your concern is wasted. Do not underestimate me.
I'm raring to go.
Stupid priest. I thought you were supposed to kill the priest.
Now I can get back to the fight.
He didn't refill his gauge, so that's good. This stupid priest. Hey, come here. Stop, get out of my way.
I'm raring to go.
What is this nonsense? Priest is dead. It's fucking...
I needed that. I'm fine now.
Yeah, well, I hit them both with this. Man, we need more kills. Unless there's going to be more to this fight after this. We've like cleared everything on the map.
The battle will drag on if the enemy commander is healed. My apologies. We will have no more of that.
Seize this moment.
I can't hold out much longer. I need to escape while I still can.
All right. We just need to take out one more general, and then we win.
Fight's not over. Are there more enemies?
Forgive me, people of Frontier.
There's so many people here.
I have no choice but to retreat.
Great work, everyone. Time to celebrate our... Huh?
Elite soldiers of Gautier,
Oh.
advance.
Margrave Gautier's here.
Southern weaklings.
Okay, so he's here. Are there more people here?
Kingdom reinforcements are here. If they want to fight, we're going to have to engage.
Tree conditions have changed. Defeat Margrave Gautier.
Retreat with the Duke. I have secured an escape route for you. Leave the rest to me. Matthias, you fool! Return to us alive. Promise me.
No time to slow down.
How long has it been since I've covered an escape? I've missed this rush.
Risking life and limb so your friends can escape? It's hard not to admire that famous Faerghus chivalry.
What's the matter? Did you think Faerghus' wall of ice would shatter so easily? My fortunes have dried up. I'll take as many of you as I can with me. Such is the way.
Is that the end of the fight?
I'm sorry, Rodrigue.
Yeah, it is.
Lambert and I will be waiting for you on the other side.
Man, there weren't enough enemies for me to kill. What the heck?
And that's another victory for us. Well done, everyone.
It would appear the kingdom forces have withdrawn. I guess that means we've won.
Woohoo! All right! That was some tough opposition, but we've gotten pretty tough ourselves.
Really? Because it still feels like you're barely trying out there, Hilda.
Do you see how much I'm sweating? I don't think I could try harder even if I wanted to.
At this rate, we really will be able to mount an attack on Ferdiad.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Don't tell me you thought Claude was lying.
No, it's just... I guess it's starting to feel real now. You know what I mean, right, Marianne?
Yes. Let's all do our best.
Claude? You don't seem all that happy about our win.
Did you see Margrave Gautier's last stand? He sacrificed himself so his allies could escape.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. What do you think about chivalry and the other knightly virtues?
It's stupid, no opinion, it's admirable. No opinion.
I don't really have a strong opinion about it either way. It doesn't mesh with mercenary life, you know?
Fair enough. I can't say it speaks to me either. All the same, watching someone as famed and respected as Margrave Gautier die for the sake of others, it was something to behold. I admire how knights are willing to sacrifice themselves for their friends without any hesitation. I really do. But it occurred to me that so long as we're fighting the kingdom with its long tradition of knighthood, there are going to be a lot more sacrifices. It reminds me just how important it is that we end this war as quickly as possible. And once we do, we have to create a world where deaths like these are no longer necessary.
As honorable as that sounds, I was not aware that was our objective here.
Oh, we're still doing this to safeguard Leicester's future, and to free ourselves of the Church's antiquated customs. None of that's changed. But I believe that beyond all this fighting lies a future where lives will no longer have to be sacrificed. A world where everyone will be free to live however they choose.
People being able to live as they please. That certainly does sound amazing. It sounds like something worth risking our lives for.
If anyone can make it happen, Claude can. No. Wait, I take that back. All of us can.
Now that's a future worth believing in.
I'll believe in it too.
Well then, Your Majesty. Shall we press on?
You bet. Let's go end this war. We won't stop till we reach Ferdiad.
Listen well, Sylvain.
Oh.
You are to be the next Margrave Gautier.
I expect you to stand in my stead against foreign threats, and to protect your king, your people, your friends. And which, of course, I failed to do. Forgive me, Sylvain. I know I was a terrible father.
Why does Margrave Gautier look so generic?
So this is the part where you command me to succeed my father, right?
Yes. The Srang forces are growing bolder in response to the Federation's invasion. We dare not leave so important a position as the Margrave of Gautier vacant.
I respectfully accept, of course. I've been bracing for this since the moment my father departed. Me, the head of House Gautier. What will my brother say?
I wonder what's going on with his brother. Did his brother still turn and become a bandit, try to steal the Lance of Ruin and all that? Or did that not happen?
I doubt he will have much to say at all at this point. But we will send word to the western outposts nonetheless.
Sylvain, you have my deepest apologies. It was only because the Margrave sought to secure our escape that he...
Don't apologize. It would make my father's sacrifice meaningless. What he did wasn't for pride, house, or the kingdom. He gave his life to protect his friends. It was what he wanted to do. My father did whatever brought him the most satisfaction. That's how he lived his whole life. I promise you, he had no regrets. In fact, when he left the castle, he was beaming in a way I'd never seen before.
But if we'd only fought with a little more skill, the Margrave wouldn't have died at all.
We're at war, Felix. No matter how hard you fight, there are going to be times you just can't win. House Fraldarius fought well. The battle was so brutal that even Ash had to surrender.
Sylvain.
No. All of my hatred is reserved for these invaders. This foreign threat. They take everything from us and think nothing of it.
Two kings.
Golden Wildfire. Two kings.
Does that mean Claude and Dimitri are gonna meet?
The Federation army moves through Fraldarius like lightning. It will not be long until they march on the capital city of Ferdiad. However, it is unclear how the Federation forces will be able to capture Ferdiad, let alone seize control of the entire kingdom. What is the true purpose of their invasion?
What is it, Arvel?
Perhaps you've forgotten by now, but think back to the battle at ALL.
Something happened there? I mean, that's where Catherine died and stuff.
Amidst that battlefield was a man named Myson assisting Fleisch. Do you remember him?
Wait, Myson wasn't at the Battle of ALL. The thing with where we fought Fleisch, that was different, right?
Yeah, now that you mention it. It had totally slipped my mind, what with all the excitement of Gerald's company joining us.
But yes, Myson, he's with the Slitherers.
I have to say, your companions don't seem particularly concerned about the true nature of your powers. But have you yourself forgotten as well? About Tomas, and what you witnessed at the monastery 3 years ago?
Huh. Yes, I did, yeah. I think I see what you're getting at, though. Tomas and Myson had similar powers, and they were probably working together, which means maybe and maybe your power.
Yeah, we're just pointing that out again.
Is everyone here? There's something I'd like to discuss with you all.
Ferdiad is already in our sights. What exactly is there for us to talk about now?
Don't tell me you're calling off the attack.
No, of course
Yeah,
not.
let's just turn around and go home
This
now.
is actually something I've been mulling over for a while now. Let's say we win the next battle and manage to get the kingdom to surrender. What's next for Fodlan?
We go kill the Empire and take over everything?
We don't have the power to rule the kingdom, nor any interest in doing so.
I imagine we'd work out some sort of joint governance plan with the Empire, then negotiate the rest from there. Although, given the difference in power between us and the Empire, most of the kingdom's territory would likely go to them.
Exactly. And what would Edelgard's next project be? Lester, making us a vassal of the Empire. The Empire takes control of us, and Fodlan's one big happy family again. I don't think that would come as a shock to anyone.
So, what are we gonna do about it?
We yank out the root of this conflict ourselves. We'll bring the war to an end on our own terms.
And by root, I assume you are referring to the Central Church?
I am. They're the one and only reason we're cooperating with the Empire, right? The Church wields their authority like some sort of righteous cudgel. The problem is, Said authority was never theirs to begin with. They need to be stopped. That's the Empire's entire moral argument for this war. If they were to continue fighting after the Church is eliminated, it would be nothing more than blatant aggression.
But is it even possible to destroy the Central Church without conquering Faerghus?
Maybe.
That's why we're going straight for the capital. Dimitri's going to answer that question for us.
Interesting. And what will he decide, hmm?
So we're ties with the Church, he'll submit to the Federation? I mean, I have no idea. I mean, aren't these kind of the same thing, actually?
So we're basically forcing him to sever ties with the Central Church.
Ah, I see you do not need me to explain this one.
Exactly.
But the King of Faerghus made a commitment to the Central Church when he granted them sanctuary. Decisions of that nature are not so lightly reversed.
Of that I have no doubt. But if he refuses, this senseless war will only continue. The kingdom's lands will be ravaged, its people hurt or killed. I know Dimitri doesn't want that. And neither do we.
Ending this war with as few sacrifices as possible is something we should all be able to agree on. And if you do the math and weigh which option involves the fewest casualties, the answer is quite obvious.
I see your point. It does sound like it would be worth trying to convince him.
But would they do something so dishonorable? Faerghus places a high value on chivalry, after all.
I don't know. But it's not going to matter unless we can actually get in a position to ask.
Hilda's right. We'll have to deal with this after the next battle, and that's assuming we can defeat Dimitri and his army. As always, I'm counting on you all to get us there.